How to treat a cat from fleas and parasites without harming it. Today, we will talk about how to properly treat our furry friends from fleas and other parasites without harming them. This topic is especially relevant because caring for the health of cats requires not only love, but also knowledge. Incorrectly selected means or dosages can seriously harm your pet. In our video, we will share with you proven information and tell you about the safest and most effective methods of fighting parasites in cats. Please stay tuned to keep your pet healthy and happy, and remember that specific medications should always be prescribed by a veterinarian. It is important to realize that if a cat has fleas, there is a high probability that it also has worms, since fleas can act as their vectors. For this reason, it is recommended to first take measures against fleas, and then, a week later, about 5-7 days later, to carry out the procedure of getting rid of worms. This approach allows you to more effectively fight both types of parasites, minimizing the risk of reinfestation. Worming medication is not recommended if a cat is pregnant, nursing kittens, in a weakened state, or has an infection. Medications can be dangerous if used inappropriately or at the wrong dosage. Many people think that clearing parasites before vaccination is unnecessary, but it is really important. If the cat regularly undergoes procedures to get rid of worms, that is, every 3 months, then additional cleaning immediately before vaccination may not be necessary. But if the cat is found to have parasites, this can weaken its immunity, making the vaccination less effective or even dangerous. So, before vaccinating, it's best to make sure the animal is parasite-free and cleaned if necessary. The vaccination can then be given 2 weeks later. Itching in cats is not always related to fleas, which can lead to the wrong choice of treatment. It is important to realize that itching can be caused by a variety of reasons, including allergies or fungal infections. Before proceeding with flea treatment, it is recommended that a thorough diagnosis be performed with the help of a veterinarian to determine the exact cause of the discomfort. This will allow you to choose the most effective treatment method, which will correspond to the true health problem of the animal. To rid the cat of fleas, you need to properly use drops from parasites. It is important to drip not on the fur, but directly on the skin, especially where the cat will not reach with its tongue, at the withers. Blow on the fur to pull it apart and carefully drop, making sure that the remedy hit the skin and not spread on the fur, otherwise the cat may lick it. It is better to apply a few drops along the withers to the nape of the neck so that the product is evenly distributed. Usually in a day or two, the drops start to work and the fleas disappear. If the cat is still itchy after treatment, the product may not have been applied everywhere or in the right way. Other diseases like fungi or different parasites can also be the cause. Then it is better to show the cat to a veterinarian to help choose a treatment. Flea collars can be harmful to cats. For indoor cats, they are often unnecessary because the risk of infection is low and the chemicals in the collar can be harmful. For outdoor cats, such collars may not help, especially after rain. They are also dangerous if there is no mechanism for automatic removal, which can lead to accidents. But if the cat is still walking outside and there is a risk of flea infestation, it is better to choose quality collars with a safe automatic release mechanism. Using flea sprays can be inconvenient, especially for kittens. These products require caution due to the risk of getting into the eyes or on mucous membranes. Therefore, care should be taken when choosing this method of parasite control. Choosing effective flea drops depends on many aspects, such as the cat's lifestyle and health. Here are some basic selection tips. Outdoor or wet cats need water-resistant products to protect them after contact with water. For pregnant cats, you need to choose products that are approved for use during this period. For indoor cats that go outdoors, long-lasting products are suitable to provide protection for the entire period of high flea activity. Products that protect against ticks should also be favored. For large breeds, choose products adapted to their weight and size. For all cats, do not use products with a very pungent odor. Always consult your veterinarian before choosing a product tailored to your cat's individual characteristics. Among anti-parasitic remedies, there are some whose use is questionable. Some of them are associated with allergic reactions and poisoning in cats, as well as unpleasant odor. When choosing an anti-flea remedy, it is important not to rely only on internet reviews, as it is not always possible to be sure of the reliability of advice. It is recommended to familiarize yourself with the official description of the product, its composition and mechanism of action. If a cat accidentally licks a flea product and shows signs of poisoning such as vomiting, diarrhea, difficulty breathing, apathy, or lethargy, this is probably an indication of toxic exposure. Contact a veterinarian immediately to help reduce the symptoms of poisoning and improve the pet's condition. Until the specialist arrives, you can give the cat sorbents diluted in warm water to absorb the toxins. Use a syringe without a needle to gently inject the solution into the pet's mouth. Using generic products that work on both fleas and worms may not be effective against all types of helminths. These products may give the impression of complete protection, but some types of worms may remain. It is recommended to use specialized products, separate flea drops, and separate helminthic treatments, such as tablets or suspensions, for comprehensive and effective protection of your pet. You should also remember to take precautions when handling found kittens. If a kitten shows signs of worm infestation, such as abdominal bloating, you should not immediately resort to the use of anthelmintics, especially without prior quarantine and examination by a veterinarian. Intensive treatment against worms can be dangerous for the weakened body of the kitten because of the mass death of parasites and the release of toxins. Also, flea treatment in such kittens requires special care. Instead of immediate application of anti-parasitic agents, you can start with bathing in warm water with a special shampoo or soap for cats, which will be safer for their health. When treating for fleas and worms, owners can make certain mistakes that can have serious consequences. First, improper application of the medication. It is important to make sure that the drug does not get on the fur and is not licked off by the cat. This requires assistance during application to keep the cat calm. Second, splitting the dose of the medication. It is unacceptable to divide one dropper for several cats or to use it in portions for other treatments. This can lead to an insufficient concentration of the active ingredient and, as a consequence, ineffective treatment. Third, use of preparations not as prescribed. It is dangerous to use drops for cats intended for animals of a different weight, as well as to use products for dogs when treating cats. This can cause poisoning and even death of the animal. Fourth, caution when treating kittens under 3 months old, as well as pregnant and lactating cats. They need a special approach to treatment against fleas and worms, taking into account their physiological state. Fifth, prohibition on the use of human medications. It is necessary to avoid the use of human medications in the treatment of animals. This can cause serious damage to the cat's health and can even be fatal. Apart from the above, it is important to consider information and advice from reliable sources. You should not rely solely on advice obtained from forums or social media groups without having the information confirmed by experts. When in doubt, it is recommended to consult a veterinarian to ensure safe and effective treatment for your kitty. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For more videos like this, click subscribe and don't forget to hit the challenge. Also, don't forget to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.